Okay, so I went bowling tonight with my Between Friends club. They're a club here located in my city that that provides recreational services, recreational outings, and whatnot, inclusive opportunities for Calgarians with disabilities. In the case, children, young teens. So we went out to go bowling. It's a Friday night, and next time we'll be doing a pottery painting nearby at a workshop. But I went up north, and earlier today I did my I tried to double my productivity of exercises. You have to really let your stomach go hard one day, then stop, and then hard the other day and stop, because you really gotta throw your back out. So when you're exercising, give your body a chance to figure out WTF is going on and pop all the nerves in the right place. So if you really want to go hard, then do so go hard. But yeah, let your let your and also when you're working out with your own body, remember you're working your own body weight. It's better to start off with lower weights like tens and twenties, do multiple reps that way, as any muscle head will tell you. Do multiple so you can build at least a decent size of a muscle mass. But if you want to go hard, the whole 100 push-ups bullshit is really not bad. It's not a good idea. Or sit-ups or leg curls or leg crosses or anything like that. If that's the case, if you're going to be using your own body as the dumbbells, then really give it a good rest. Right now, my back is really throwing out. I also threw a bowling ball. Help my peeps, the youngsters play bowling. So while I was bowling, I was going to attack. I was going to attack Prometheus here. After he was retaliating after my afternoon assault of on Mercantos here in video 4. Uh, yeah, we just basically lost this war here. Everyone's Mercantos got hit multiple times here. Bloodrot got hit. Prometheus then later on attacked me, and then I was overburdened until my population dropped off to the same levels, which does which does it automatically. If you're overpopulated, um, many of your own population will eventually abandon your province, and you have to start over again, right? So rebuilding to those numbers. So I think they become homeless, and they unfortunately started to die of exposure out there in the harsh alleyways of your capital city of your province, or maybe they just say, "Fuck this, we're refugees in XYZ land," and then do that claim um, refugee status, and rebuild their lives, and try to mingle with other survivors of their community, uh, and kind of rebuild a survival group of survivalists. Walking Dead. See, pretend you're a bunch of walkers, you're a bunch of humans escaping the city in a bunch of RVs, and you're all banding together, surviving, that kind of thing. Um, so, throughout the series, throughout the 10 years, um, throughout the 10 years of nonstop bloodshed and violence, the disruption or even disrupt your childhood, such as you not being able to get a driver's license, or all the usual trappings of a teenagehood. Sex with your girlfriend with condom, of course, or that's what ancient our grandpas did, literally. Or baby booming it once you've recaptured your province. built a few villages there. They're baby booming it, so it forms a little miniaturized rump state of a country. That's how survive. I myself am Chinese, so we came here escaping the Qing Dynasty upheavals and drug wars of China. The gangster wars and whatnot. 14K and 14K is actually a gang that's built by former Kuomintang nationalists, the Kuomintang Republicans of China. This is not to be confused with the People's Republic of China, the commies. And then lots of refugees moved to Hong Kong and other places in Asia, Malaysia and Singapore in particular. Sometimes some of them went to Japan, some of them moved to Korea, some of them moved to Vietnam. Actually, some of them moved to America. Lots of them moved to America and all over. Whomever it's like a big giant space war, right? And then everyone ends up on Coruscant somehow. Everyone just books patches on Coruscant and just, So my province has miraculously lowered the population enough for me to do this, for me to retaliate on Prometheus there. And then in this case, Wartown Drunks got hit, and then Apollo tried to attack Mystic Fear. It looks like we're actually too weak to attack people now, because we're on the dying end of the war. The end of the war, I pretty much eliminated two players. Oh, and good news, this player here, player R.A. Elders, R.A. Elders has left the kingdom, so we've lost another kingdom, and lost another province in this game. So maybe I might hit Prometheus again and lower his particular population, so he can't lower his particular housing crisis, and he can't hit me, and I can perhaps stay a bit longer, and then perhaps even maybe hit him again at 5 o'clock. See how many hours are left before I can attack. 2 game days, so 2 hours, so roughly around 3 o'clock. I might decide to hit him again, and then hit him again, and then let's hit him again and hit him again. Let's raise our magical shields and whatnot. Raise our raise our shields there. Raise our nature's blessing, so that we find out that Molly can magically hit us again with magical, whatever, meteor showers and storms and bleeds, and perhaps my province can actually recover. I'm at the tail end of my province here. We got 234 land, 528 population. See, I'm going to lose 400 population there, just there. I have no more honor left, so I have like 0 honor left in this game. So everything's just going down. Everything's just going on a big shit decline. And everything's just on a decline. So Mercantiles tried to attack me, but I'm too strong to hurt Mercantiles. So that's the gaming lesson for me. Create a defense force, a defense force, but then also concentrate on creating an attack force, and put a little bit more to ghouls. I want to have at least next round. I'm going to at least try to have 500 ghouls before I start team killing, or maybe 1,000 ghouls, and a lot of zombies, a lot of skeletons. People are gonna attack me. So just roll with it. That's the name of the game. Roll with it until I'm able to defend myself. And zombies are always good. And I see a bunch of pineapple. Ooh, so sour. so tangy, so sour. Oh, my back. But they love me at they love me at the Between Friends Club, so I'm happy. I'm happy for that. I'm very happy for that. So Schumann, just shut up and leave. He's right. You ruined this war for us. We lost 2 attackers on day 1 due to your BS. That was the point, losing attackers. I'm gonna go downstairs and turn on the heater, and I'm gonna start watching Air Force One before I take it off Netflix. I haven't been watching Air Force One for a while. Then I'm gonna hit the hay, do the last of my assignment, do the last of my research thing, and hit the hay, and yeah, I'm gonna hit Prometheus and make sure that he's out of the war. To a war forum here. Yeah. I would be posting. Now that I hit. Hopefully, I'll be online in the next 2 hours, and hopefully Prometheus doesn't hit me back. I hit Prometheus. I definitely hit Prometheus and lower his things, and then I'll be posting that the if he doesn't hit me back, then I'll be able to hit him, and God willing, he'll be offline still. And then I hit him, and then I post these videos, these videos to everyone, let them know that he's been team killed by Wiki Woo, the great Wiki Woo of Utopia. I'm the great team killer here. The boys team kill. I'm looking at also getting. Like I said, I keep on saying this, but I'm looking at getting a gaming system, a gaming rig. Maybe get a PC and start. Maybe I won't be getting a PS4 or anything, a PS5 or anything weird like that. I'm playing everything on my console or on my lappy. I'll be getting one of these powerful lappies that I like. With HDD drive, with the solid state drive, which is not the disk drive, there's a potential that this laptop can last a long time. I would be very interested in looking at the fan, because once the fan goes, the computer will eventually heat up and burn up, right? And I need to find a system that has excellent cooling systems and which we will to store all my secrets, all my gaming secrets and stuff. This is a MSI. I'm gonna try and I hope that Taiwan can last longer. I hope that Taiwan doesn't. I hope that Taiwan and China come to an agreement where Taiwan's autonomy is recognized in regards to a special administrative area or just a autonomous region, right? Not necessarily under China, but it's within the Chinese sphere. And of course, Taiwan won't antagonize the Chinese. Won't it'll be one of those freak states. I mean, it's good for the economy too. People would stay behind. They both speak the same language. They're both on the same side. They're not antagonistic against each other. They'll even trade with each other more often. That's always good. Or maybe Taiwan even joins the whole Pearl River Delta freedom zones. See Taiwan here. Pearl River Delta City. They're gonna try and build this weird-looking, crazy-ass city in this area, Hong Kong, and all these other weird cities here. This is here, Macau, and this is super. They're gonna try and turn this into a weird, autonomous region. Mega city, people, and it's just gonna be this like Neo Tokyo or something. Right? They're gonna have to come up with a lot research and stuff of how to make this a city. Or maybe, if they're lucky, they actually form a huge country in itself. A a one of them crazy ass autonomous regions. Special administrative region. And it becomes like this bazillionaire place everyone wants to move into. Whoa. This is the rest of Guangdong province. This is one big city, in Guangdong province. That is insane. That is crazy insane. So it should be just like Tokyo or something. They're going for that kind of particular. But the thing is, I have a feeling that's going to be a magnet of Chinese population growth. The thing is that the Chinese they have multiple zones like that all over the country. It's like 50 of them, so that's where most of the GDP comes from, and all that weird shit, all that weird growth comes from, and it's like a space, like a whole new different planet there. So yeah, maybe Taiwan could be one of those, a special administrative seat, a special administrator for a reason, not antagonistic to not antagonistic to the China, but Formosa, Fort Zeelander, Anping Old Fort. Oh, okay. Huh. So what our objective now is to see if we can actually, if we're actually crazy enough to produce another 8 acres of land and kind of get another bonkers of hit of cash, and hit of cash so I can actually transform them into the attack army. Because every time they attack me, every time they try to hit me with an attack, they'll be losing their own defense. Or losing their own attempt or ability to attack the enemy, which is actually overrunning us all over. See, they made some superficial gains in this war. War history, unnamed kingdom lost. What? Unnamed kingdom? Is that us? Oh, they lost the war to these guys. War wins. Yeah, they won the war. So this will be a war history loss. Okay, so we're gonna be turning on the heater. We're gonna be watching a bit of what's the show called what's the show called Air Force One. I'm gonna get a blanket cat so I can hold my back so that'll kind of soothe my my body pain because I've been volunteering, I've been non-stop on the move. I've been swimming yesterday. Yesterday I've been swimming, so I mean I'm totally zonked out. Okay, so thank you for watching our show. This is video number 5. Team Kill video number 5, and then once I hit Prometheus, if I can hit Prometheus, I'll tape that. If I can tape that, and then I'll most definitely be able to post all the videos and just taunt everybody before I die, before Province is dead, and then restart again as a zombie. I'm thinking of playing as a zombie undead mage. It's gonna become very fucking difficult because, like I said, zombies are dumb. Their brains are worm food. So they're literally suffering from earworms now, right? Um, the zombies are rotting their brains out. They got little humans are shooting arrows in their heads, like the comedy prop arrow goes in their head kind of thing. Um, so therefore, they're gonna be really hard to teach thieve anything that's science related in the game, like thieves or mages. Uh, they'll have difficulty. Undead Death Knights, of course, in my case, the ravaging horde of zombies that's ravaging his kingdom. That is that's the zombies' forte. But I don't really want to play as orcs because they take up too much land, they take up too much food. So you have to really be on the ball with food and land. Um, but they do hurt. They do a lot of damage to the enemy, though. I mean, they do a lot of. They also buff a lot too. So um, I usually play as elves or fairies because of the thief ability, or avians, because especially with team killing, avians come in very handy because they return back home extremely fast, faster than you can use. You can use them as a rapid attack force. But yeah, I don't know who to play as next. Maybe I'll play as undead. Well, I could play as an undead mage knight. Mage knight, yeah, undead mage, thief, and attacker. With my attack force, because I know the formula a little bit. I can build a decent amount of mage mage developers, and then I can play as perhaps play as a thief, or as a mage. I have thieves, a decent amount of thieves, a decent amount of attack. So a really decent amount of attack. Now that I know how to attack. It takes longer for you to train soldiers than it takes for you to build a army. So build the infrastructure. So while my infrastructure is building up, it takes 3 hours time to build. Because zombies take longer, I consider them. It will take forever to kind of build from here. I'll have like a whole day to kind of just online cramming all these little pieces here. Again, remember, just build a nice, healthy, maybe 3,000 soldiers defense. But then put everything into the main focus of skeletons. I mean, for example, the day passes in the morning time, I will put everyone into skeletons, everyone into ghouls. I'll put everyone into skeletons. Then I'll put throughout the day I'll put them into ghouls and as zombies and continue to renew my skeleton population training. That way I can keep on perpetuating skeletons, thieves, ghouls, and zombies. And my thieves are actually doing pretty good, actually. See, actually they're doing pretty good. Ideally, I want 1,000 thieves, and then my wizard will grow on its own. That's actually pretty high for the first week of the game, right? And then thieves you train up by yourself here. There we go. And that should be it. Well, I'd like to thank you for watching the show so far. Again, we're at the end of the era here, the end of age. 1769, 67. It's good. Alright, let's knock this down to maybe 1707. It's usually at this number now, 1700, 1800, 1700. Never 1900. I don't think I've seen that go up the next few ages. So therefore, this game is slowly losing players. Hopefully, I can make Tegan lose this war to the point that he doesn't like this game anymore and doesn't come back to this game. I know who to look for. I knew whom to look for in this game. Continue to hit him and yeah. He said he's been playing on and off. I've been playing on and off, but mostly on since 1996, 1995 when this new came out. When the internet, when Windows 95 made the internet more accessible, AOL. Back then you had to pay for minutes. You were charged by the minute of how many minutes you were on. You had a lot amount of minutes, and they gave you packages. They gave you packages to start off X amount of minutes for free, because they're using the old bulletin board phone system. Then they throughout the decades since the advent of the internet, maybe 20 years ago, 30 years ago, or something like that, they will slowly kind of what's it? They're kind of they'll kind of change the marketing value. Sometimes they'll say pay a monthly fee, and you get unlimited bandwidth. Or say they'll give you a certain amount of bandwidth, and if you want to go over that, you have to pay extra. So they paid you that way, or they paid you a subscriber fee, every month, and you had X amount of. I guess that's the exact same thing I said before. And then now they have unlimited. They have unlimited data, and some other perks. Basically, so it's okay. You can get the internet, get the most basic plan, bundle it up with your phone, and you can actually save money there. And if you need be, bundle it up with your phone plan, which is a landline. I did actually get a landline in my old house until they actually phase landlines out. I will keep using landlines. Some old dude. He's long gone, retired by now, but they set up these old telecoms they set up the old telecoms in the neighborhood. Like there's a house in this neighborhood there's a house in this neighborhood that we don't know who lives there, right? It's too small. It's actually too small to have anyone living in there. It's just a regular small little tiny bungalow, but it looks too small for it to house anything. It has a driveway that's shoveled, and over the years we just asked anyone who's walking in there, people we see that walking this thing, who lives there? No, and then they'll tell you it's the mainframe, the whole neighborhood. It's where they keep all the mainframe of all these little landlines and all these little modems, and now modems just directly go from the cable line to the main router, and then the router shoots off the Wi-Fi within the whole house, so it goes there. Before you can actually hook up your Ethernet, you hook up your old cables to the old wires too, the old Wi-Fi wires and the old coaxial cables and stuff. You can actually do it that way, but I haven't done that forever. I think I'm using the Wi-Fi. In my case, I'm going to be looking for, and also speaking of Wi-Fi, I wish I actually knew all this digital technological stuff, and I actually would work the technological side of internet and stuff. But I guess it's my age. I guess in my case, I'm trying to use these technologies, these tools, these notebooks, these journals, like photographs, these journals, these cameras. I kind of blend them all into one big giant hybrid approach to life. I'm both analog and digital at the same time. And I slowly embrace more digital. Because I want to enjoy what I have now, right? You work so hard for it, you spend so much money, you might as well enjoy the toys you have now. And then slowly, I still use these pencils. I still collect pencils. And I still write on pieces of paper for my textbooks. I still do that during the readings, and that really helps me learn shit. And then I memorize it. We're still playing this old text-based game. What's that say about us? Revenge of the Old Gods. So hopefully I can hit Prometheus here. Tegan Gaming, and give him a good So 1 hour and 60 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to go downstairs and turn on the heater. I'm going to enjoy a little bit of an old analog movie called Air Force One, and hopefully try to stay awake because I had a huge plate of spaghetti. So um, maybe I could just turn the heater off. No, I think I'll turn it on. Well, maybe do the whole put on the sweater. No, I have blankets. I'll go wear my blankets and keep myself warm that way and kill the heater completely. I love killing the heater because my roommate, she's the older lady. She's the caregiver of this main halfway house. This this group home. I have no no qualms of this group home. I designed this group home actually. I decided that I have a disability. I work hard and invested it in the early, like I said, the early analog '90s and stuff. And I work hard saving and investing all my fire money as a kid. And I worked as a part-time job at Mickey Fucks, Mickey Dicks and stuff. All those other jobs. So I put them all into a fund, and I grew the fund. And now basically, my parents retired and sold me this house. So I bought the house from them. And then I talked to social workers, to turn it into a multi-purpose housing for people with disabilities. And then they said okay. They said there's a native dude living in the room across me from me. I get the main bedroom, of course. I get the main master bedroom because this is my house. We we do our homework in our own rooms and stuff. So I'm in this room. Well, actually, I took over the base. I took over the dining room, turned into my office, and this is my homework room as well, the office. And then there's like a few rooms in the basement. And so basically, what we do is all pay all our rent together. We consult with a caregiver, a professor, or a caregiver. They help us maintain stability and learn new skills of coping, learn new medications, learn new exercise, and perhaps engage in research too. We get a lot of funding from research because we make ourselves as test subjects. No, we test out the efficacy of particular therapy, and it's actually working. It's actually making us feel better. We got real jobs too. And then I figured out I think the room next to me on the top floor. There's a couple. There's a lovely couple. There's a daughter and a baby daughter. They eventually got to move out of this. It's kind of getting crowded here. So this is not really conducive of having a family because there's just too much people. And, utilities are high, yes, especially your sewage, because multiple adults in the same building. It's like 8 of us. So yeah, we're going analog and stuff, and I don't know. I'm getting nostalgic all of a sudden. I guess I'm volunteering again, so I'm gonna start working again. Oh yeah, heater. So the main den mother, the main caregiver of all of us, for some of the more challenged residences of this house, they need more caregiver because they have for example, one is partially mobile, an elder who's partially mobile. They have a rascal. They set up an elevator for a little elevator in the corner of the house for this person to their room in particular. That goes up and down. It goes from the living room. It goes from the living room to their bedroom, and it bypasses the stairs. Because the stairs, I don't think are too narrow. They're too suburban to allow for a elevator to go up, a wheelchair elevator to go up. They can sometimes do if we're there to help them step by step, which is what they do for exercise to keep their legs as mobile as possible. And sometimes this elder is downstairs making dinner for us. We take turns walking around. He has a dog, so he goes out to walk his dog. So that's where he gets his exercise too. And the dog comes in our room, comes into his room, sleeps. The dog chooses where to sleep too. So anyways, the heater must be turned on for this person, but he's not here on the weekends. He's usually with family on the weekends, especially long weekends like this. His job is to enjoy his pension. He worked hard for it. He spends it. He stimulates the economy, buys us food. We're his grandkids. But he also has hobbies too. He has a shed in the back. So sometimes we don't see him for days. He's in the shack. He has a cot there. It's a warm cot. He doesn't do it in the winter. It's too cold. But in the summer he has a cot. He likes his privacy, so he has his cot. He's sharpening the tools. He's building stuff in the back. Furniture for his family mostly, but also furniture for us too. Just because, right? He keeps his mind sharp. He also sells this occasional furniture at the flea markets, and gives the money to fellow elders or himself, whichever comes first. To extend his pension, and he's been living like that. He's been very content. Sometimes he gets hurt. Sometimes he gets very sore. So we're there to support him, making sure his body is not going to fall apart. We all survive. We're all surviving survivals in a little community, a 15 people community, and it keeps them off the streets. It keeps them off. It frees up 15 extra spaces or so, 8 extra spaces or so. And, I got dementia too, so young dementia. So sometimes people come and go. Lots of people have come and gone from this flop house over the years. So maybe it was 15. I don't know. Like I said, there's a couple couples that have their babies and then they move out, right? Or perhaps they have their babies and stay in here until they save up and move out. But here's where you learn the skills. Here's where you learn the vocational skills of how to survive and how to be and value safety in a community and kind of do what you can to protect your own homestead, to make sure that your homestead is a world of love. Like I said, I've been living here. I'm getting married, so I don't know. Perhaps we'll take over one of these rooms. Basically, it's like a Fuller House kind of an experience. It's kind of like a Fuller House kind of like a thing. So, and then we live here in the house, and I'm sure we're not doing the furnace or the hot water tanker any favors. All this water gushing in, wear and tear of the pipes, that kind of thing. God knows what kind of hell germs are lurking in those food pipes, and so yeah, so the furnace is off just for that particular reason. Usually some people go to their real homes with family over the weekend, and just sometimes they work. They're working on recovering. They're working on growing, so that if they do eventually move out, then they have someplace safe to go, and they can always come back here. This is a like I say, halfway home, a transitional housing that I created because I did social work. And, as part of my thesis. Actually, I wasn't part of any program. Actually, I just developed this on my own, just because it made sense. And then some professors they looked at the plan and said this is actually pretty professional, to be such an amateur, grassroots amateur, and they helped us out develop it into a small nonprofit. I mean, it does make a profit. The profit goes into the house. It goes into creating a little bit of wealth for everybody. It's like a commonwealth. The commonwealth system. And I'm glad I was able to do that. So we have to turn this off. So I might as well just get some blankets here and just keep warm. I'm going to my friend's house in the weekend tomorrow to watch Star Trek, and then spending the night at his place. And I'll come back here and you continue the art of living. Ultimately, We're responsible to the body cells in our bodies. Those are individual life forms as well. Our bodies are homes to many individual healthy and unhealthy germs, microorganisms. So, in this way, we're keeping them alive too. All right. Thank you for watching our show. Have yourselves a lovely afternoon, evening. I'll let you know how it goes. I'll let you know if Prometheus is online or not, and I'll let you know if I can still do a final tap on this. Oh, shit, guy is here. Guy is going to take a look at. The guy's going to hit me. Pangea's going to hit me. Oh, wow. So let's see. Apollo attacked Mystic Field, got his ass kicked and repelled. And then the Utopian Skyline of Tutu attacked Apollo. Okay, that's good. Apollo, yeah, we're just losing this war, man. We just lost everything in this war. Land rank, one of the worst kingdoms, one of the most lower scoring kingdoms. It's gonna take this kingdom a long time to get on track. Thank you for watching our show. We're gonna be right back. Meets out.